I was the victim of a very serious road traffic accident where a lorry driver fell asleep at the wheel, came over to my side of the road. It was a head-on collision with a 100-mile-an-hour impact.
A case like Neil's is really complicated, and it's for that reason that it's incredibly important for the lawyers to be specialists and to be able to liaise really closely with the client, their family, their case manager and all the experts in the case to make sure that the evidence comes together coherently and persuasively.
My parents got told the worst news that parents could ever hear, that I wasn't going to survive. And if I did survive, which was very unlikely, that I would be a vegetable and I wouldn't be able to associate with the outside world and I'd be paralysed down one side. I sustained quite a lot of serious injuries, brain injury, optical nerve damage, right arm damage, lucky to have that arm, foot and leg damage as well, which has left me with chronic pain in them. I was in a wheelchair for months. I didn't know how to eat, I didn't know how to drink, I didn't know how to clean my teeth, didn't know how to go to the toilet. My mum had to reteach me everything. Thompsons managed to secure interim payments for me, which paid for any support care that I needed.
Our aim is to provide a complete support service to our clients, and so as soon as we've been able to establish that the accident was someone else's fault, we'll ask an experienced case manager to prepare an immediate needs assessment for our client. That will involve visiting the client, perhaps in the hospital, certainly at home, and to identify the types of support that might help them. It'll involve putting a price on that support. We'll then ask the insurance company representing the other side to provide an interim payment to allow the case manager to actually deliver the support in a practical way to the client and their family.
Thompsons was very, very easy to do business with. Samantha was marvellous. She made everything so easy. She had a big influence on my recovery, my rehabilitation. They did everything, they organised everything.
We work very closely with our clients during the case to make sure that their views, and where appropriate the views of their family and their carers, are fully understood by the experts who are working on the case, so that when the case is ready for settlement or for trial, we're able to paint a really detailed picture of the client's needs, wishes, hopes and aspirations, doing all the work necessary to obtain the highest possible level of compensation, but also includes at all times working with those clients to ensure that they get the support and rehabilitation that they need as the case develops and then as they go on to live the rest of their life after the case concludes.
Normally it takes about 10 years to settle a claim when somebody's had a brain injury, but Thompsons managed to secure a very early settlement, which has meant that my life has moved on for the better.
As we finish a case, we aim to make sure that whatever challenges our client may face in their future life, they have financial security and they have access to good advice and support to guide them. We make sure that we work closely with the empathy groups. We signpost to them when appropriate, we work with them as volunteers and we campaign with them on the big issues.
I've taken up photography, I've got a DSLR camera now and I go out to nature reserves to take photos of wildlife and I really enjoy it.